All right. Welcome. I'm GpaSilverMane. This is an update on my Marvel Strike Force free-to-play account. I will be covering power cores. I want to say thank you for those that are commenting, asking questions, giving feedback, getting feedback. And the reason I want to cover power cores because I had a comment or a question. I want to thank Spooply asking, won't I run out of power cores if I do my 200 core refreshes every day? And then I want to thank also Dave. Uh, for bringing up what's a good alternate fifth for Omega Red till you get him unlocked. Um, because the other four you will have lower stars on the two newer ones. Death Strike and Samurai you probably have lower stars, 3 to 5 stars probably. Free to play 3 to 4 stars I bet, and they're both really great at those star levels. They're annihilating everybody in war. Um, they're just an all around awesome team. So we're gonna talk about some fifths, some possibilities there. Also, I'm about 2.5 weeks in on my beginner's guide, following it for Shadowlands. So you can see I've logged in for 40 days, and I was following it somewhat for events and challenges because that is the biggest priority. But it's only been about 18 days that I've actually been farming Shadowlands. Um, I'm level 59, man. It's going pretty good. I want to show you here my Shadowlands team. She's become a beast. She is my strongest character at this point, 27,000. And that's because I'm investing all my points into Mystic over here in the Alliance. And this is why it's so important, guys, to donate that 10K every day. Let me show you here. I haven't bought, yeah, I haven't bought anything anywhere else. This one maybe. But I've been investing everything heavily right here. Damage. I want to get through content. So any Mystic I use is going to be putting out a ton of damage. I put a few down here when I just only have a few points and I really want to spend them. But I've been focused on damage. I want to max that damage first, and then I'll go armor and health and such. Keeping them about similar. And Mystics, the reason I'm doing that is because I have 3 Mystics on my Shadowlands team. Moon Knight, White Tiger, and... who is the third Mystic? I don't know. Is it Daredevil? He's not Mystic, is he? I don't know. That's kind of crazy, right? Oh my goodness. Elektra's a Mystic, I guess. Weird, right? I thought she was just a human with some really big Leon, no, not Leon, Raphael Sai, you know. All right, that's my Shadowlands. I want to show you my overall roster and what I've been building up. As you can see, Shang-Chi is in my arena team, so is Wolverine. And I've been running a mishmash till I get Moon Knight. He does a lot of what Shadowlands needs done. She's a nuke. White Tiger's a nuke. Daredevil, he puts out some good damage, but he's more spreading vulnerabilities and hitting everybody a little bit for low damage here and there. Moon Knight's going to hit everyone a lot. I believe he puts out a lot of negative, or puts out some negative effects as well for her to capitalize on. She also applies defense down. So these two are basically damage dealers that hit people. She's a nuke from invisibility with her ultimate. She's basically going to finish someone off. And she just keeps the team alive. Night Nurse keeps the team alive, guys. Go down here a little bit. I've been investing into Kestrel because she is a great standalone character. She's the game's personal character they created. There's nothing wrong with investing in other characters you like. As you can see, my Kree are coming up quite well. Winter Soldier, Silver Samurai, I've been working on him. I've almost got him 3-starred here. He's a great tank. He's got an ultimate that just dissolves somebody pretty much. If they're not under defense up, he's just going to eat them. I did get to Taskmaster, and it's not that hard to get to his node. I've been farming him up. He's going to be great. Payday event, Mercenaries, I'll have the 5 best. I'm still working on Yelena. As you can see, I am farming Black Widow. She's one of the 5 skill military that are in the best in slot with Killmonger, Yelena, Red Guardian, and Merc Soldier. Those are my 5. And I might drop Merc. Who was the other skill military I'm trying to think of? Anyway, as you can see, I got X-23. She's amazing. I am going to build her eventually. She's a great character. She's Logan's daughter. She's amazing. But I don't have the resources or the training mats right now. So I've just been focused on my arena, my raid team, which is Shadowlands, doing all 3 of those. And they're going to be my Dark Dimension team. So it's working out great. I want to go over here to challenges and show you what it's doing. And you might be maxing these, not following the guide, but once you get up here and you start going past these, I'm locked behind a player limit here. So as you can see, I'm doing all the goodies behind. I'm locked behind the 60. I've got all these maxed. This one I'm still struggling. As you can see, you need them level 3 ISO, and I'm building towards that, guys. I got a couple characters that are level 3 ISO, but it'll come together. I'm not focused too hard at this moment. I will be maxing these soon enough, and the guide sets you up to do that. Arena, I'm usually bouncing between 300 and 250. I'm trying to get in the top 250, but currently the rewards aren't too terrible. I'm getting 75 cores and 500. That 500 is going to M'Baku, Daredevil, or Red Guardian. My Daredevil is 4 stars, so I'm going to stop on the Daredevil until I get Moon Knight caught up to him and focus solely on M'Baku and Red Guardian. Primarily M'Baku, because I'm about to get my Black Panther unlocked. Because I've been farming him daily as well. 85 out of 100. Moon Knight's at 76 out of 100. There's a lot of times, guys, I'll hit 0 shards on him, and I freak out, right? I've been pulling him from, I don't know if it's Gamma, Beta, or Alpha Raid orbs that you earn from raids, but I've been getting supplemented there, plus as well as the Milestone Orb is really helping on Moon Knight. Maria Hill and Bishop are the two that I'm focusing in the War Star, as you can see, and it's going rather swimmingly. Okoye, this is just from orbs, guys. I haven't got to her node yet, but I'm working towards it. I'm actually locked out of it at the moment until I hit a certain, I think it's level 60. Yep. All right. Oh, I'm in now. So I can go and try to unlock Okoye's node. It had me locked out because, as you can see, I went all the way to here. I don't know if it's level 58 maybe is what the lock was for. 58, yeah. I've just been leaving the Mystic. There's no reason to go into the Mystic for me. It does nothing. There's nobody in here I need currently, so I'm not even messing with it. And I want to show you my ISOs. As you can see, I just went as far as I could unlocking stuff. The main ones I'm hitting is the blue gear, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about from last time. This is one of the biggest bottlenecks for blue gear, this syringe. And it's going for our Daredevil, our Kree. It's a bio piece, and it's huge. Symbiotes need it. Tons of characters. There's a ton of bio characters, guys. I think bio just means enhanced or something. I don't know how to explain it, but bio, there's a lot of bio in this game. Way a lot. I think like last year they only released one Mystic, and that was Doom. But he's actually at Tech, I think. So they might not have released any. Mystics are now coming out heavy with Dagger, Cloak, and such for the Mystic Lane and Doom 1. But this answers your blue gear problem. The one that I really like here, I believe it's this one, is with these, because this becomes a bottleneck eventually. This is the catalyst, the ABC thing, Advanced Health Catalyst. Every character pretty much, I think, needs these. And for me, it became a bottleneck on my main account. So it's something to think about. Also, more bio gear. Going with our syringes. So that's going to answer your blue gear problem. Needless to say, I'm on purple on most of the characters I'm working towards. Up here at the top, their orbs are turning purple, as you can see. So the other bottleneck I had too was this. If you see these in the store, buy them. Carbonadium, I think it's believed. Yeah. She uses them, and it took me a while to get enough to equip those size. So I'm assuming you're going to need it on the next set and the next set for 11 and 12. And then once you go to gold, you'll need the gold version. But yeah, it's coming together well, guys, swimmingly. Blitz, I'm still going hard on. I'm maxing the milestones every time. And I'm getting in the top 1 to 5% on all those. War, I got 7 attacks. I'm waiting to see if we... Last week, I made a mistake. I went through and hit all these boosted rooms, which ain't a mistake in its own right. But at the end of the war, there was a room that was all shield operatives. Or shield teams. They're only like 17,000 power. And I wanted to go and hit those, but I had no attacks left. So I'm waiting to see if we open up a room like that where I can actually earn war credits for killing toons as well as clearing a room. Is my current goal. See, I'm just waiting to shred these guys here with my Infinity Watch. Let's actually bop that. case one of my Alliance friends here, members, teammates. And you only need one character, really. Drops that boost. I want to talk about the power cores here a little bit. Let me look at this. All right, so the power cores, he asked, won't I run out of power cores? No, you will not. You actually accumulate more. Like, as I was showing in Arena, I'm getting, I believe it's 75 power cores a day for being in the top 500. Now, when you get in the top 250, I think it's 100 power cores. That might be the top 100. We'll have to look here real quick. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about these power cores, guys. And actually, after having looked at this, you're spending your 200 cores until you get to this 100 spot. So you're doing 450 core refreshes at 200. What you're earning each day, currently, personally, I'm earning 75, or I'm getting the 100 when I'm in the top 250. Eventually, I'll be in the top 250 every day, guaranteed. And I'll be just trying to stay in the top 100 as much as often as possible, which at that point you'll be accumulating power cores so fast it's unreal. The 150 is huge, and I want to show you where you get the rest of your power cores here, so that you're not, that 200 is not dwindling you to nothing. The high roller, you do want to hit the million. I believe you get 50 power cores from high roller and 50 from spinning energy, but looking here, it's 10, 20 power cores right there. And if you go back up here, you're getting this 15. That's 35 power cores for the 650 mark. But if you go to the million, you're getting another 15, giving you the 50 power cores. Okay, that's 50. And then you go to Save the World, which is just spending that energy you're refreshing for. And you should hit the 1800 every day. If you're doing your free energies and such, you're going to get this 15 power cores right here. I went to bed yesterday at 3 o'clock and I didn't wake up today until 7 a.m. to take my son to school. This cold is just kicking my butt. I don't know if it's the flu or what, but that's 15 power cores. And if you go down here and see what I unlocked, 20, 25 power cores now, 30, 40, and 50 power cores. So that's 50 here. So you're getting 50 in high roller and 50 in Save the World just from doing your energy refreshes and such. That's 100 power cores. The other income is obviously Arena. So if you are in just the top 500, that's 175. I still think you're going to be accumulating, even though you're spending the 200, that extra 25 a day. Because if you look here in your inbox, your daily rewards, you're getting the 75. So that'll cover the 25 for 3 days. Here you're getting 100, that'll cover it for 4 days. This will cover it for 5 days, etc. You get what I'm saying? This is covering it for 7 days. This is 10 days and it's covering, making up for some of the days you don't have the 25. You're getting those free power cores just for logging in. So yes, you will maybe lose a few power cores here and there if you're in the top 500 in Arena. Now, following the guide and sticking with it, your rewards, you're going to be in the top 250. Okay, guys, it's guaranteed. I've been in the top 250 since I can remember on my main. I'm getting the 100 power cores, the 50 from the high roller and the 50 from Save the World. That's 200. That's the 200 you're spending. So every power core that you're earning any other way, like those free login dailies, that's just accumulating up, guys. This is all free power cores that are just adding up. And there's other ways that you're getting cores. There's some nodes on campaigns that you're getting cores from as well. For the life of me, I can't remember where else you get cores, and I looked through everything. So you're getting cores somewhere else as well, because between these campaigns, if you just spend the 200 core refreshes up right here and on nothing else, your cores are going to go and fly up, right? You should be able to get to about between 2,000 and 3,000 cores saved up while doing the 200 refreshes between these event campaigns. And those 2,000 to 3,000 power cores you're going to use on these event campaigns to get the newest, awesomest character, basically for free, just from playing the game, the cores that you've accumulated, okay? And this takes 200 per day, and I believe it's a 14 or 15 day thing. So you need between 2,800 or 3,000 power cores is what you need. So that 2,000 to 3,000 power cores is what you spend on that event, and it will dwindle you down, okay? There's other things that they give out, like compensations for maintenances and such. I don't know where it's coming from, but you get cores from something else as well, guys. So that, do not worry about dwindling. And if you're spending the 200 you're accumulating from being in the top 250 Arena, and you're getting your 50 cores from each of these milestones, getting the 1,000,000 gold and the 1,800 points of energy spent, you're golden. Okay, so that's a 200 to get the refreshes. The refreshes are giving you gold, character shards, gear, all these rewards from spending that energy. These rewards are huge, guys. Milestone orbs, you get tons of character shards, gold, and such. All this loot here, I mean, you gotta be refreshing. You can't be passing up on these free materials. They're just too good. Okay, and you're getting a ton of purple gear, blue gear, raid orbs. You need all that stuff. So make sure you're doing the 200 core refreshes. Now, if you're below the 500 arena, yes, you're going to dwindle on power cores. And eventually you'll probably run out. So get in that top 250. But spending your 200 cores a day on energy refreshes, you're going to get in the top 250. Guaranteed. I 100% guarantee. Now, I wanted to thank Dave. Another good alternative, 5th for Omega Red. I want to talk about that a little bit here. Won't take too much more of your time here, but a good 5th. Honestly, I've heard Namor, because he does an AoE cleanse on the defense, and then your other 4 heroes for high, or not heroes, your other 4 Weapon X will just shred them with bleeds and blunt force trauma. I've also seen it used with Silver Surfer. I personally recommend taking in your best 5th. For me, it would probably be Shang-Chi, because he's going to hit everybody, boom, 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 on top of the bleeds that your Weapon X team is putting out. Now, if you need sustain, maybe throwing a Minerva or Night Nurse, whatever you got good for a healer, maybe a Shuri to put defense up on all of them. I don't know that you need to worry about the defense up, because I think that's provided by the Weapon X team itself. Kestrel's a good one to plug in. A powerhouse character is a good 5th. There is nobody that's going to make up for Omega Red. Omega Red, he applies trauma, which is unique to Weapon X. It's bringing trauma to the game, actually. And he heals himself. He's got a 10% life steal drain, whatever you want to call it, where he's healing himself every turn that he takes and does a maneuver on each of his attacks, essentially. I believe it's a passive every time he takes a turn. And then he's got AoEs that he's putting out that trauma, those bleeds, etc., doing his damage and such. So they're really in a 5th that you can replace, because nobody else applies trauma at this point in the game. So just plugging in a powerhouse character. If your Weapon X team is a little weaker on the weak side, obviously throwing a healer or something to sustain. Defense down never hurt no one. And your bleeds are based off the damage you do. So if they have defense down, you're essentially doing 50% more damage to them, making those bleeds tick for more damage each time they tick. So a character that can apply that, maybe an Emma Frost to cleanse your Weapon X team, something like that. It all depends on what you're using your Weapon X team for in the game. If it's just a war attack, I'd probably add a Kestrel or somebody that puts defense down on the enemy, so they just punch that much harder and you can do bigger punch ups. You know what I mean? Again, with that Namor, I've seen Namor and Silver Surfer used tons with Weapon X. I will give a shout out to McMull. He's a great content creator for Marvel Strike Force, and he has an in-depth, like 20 attacks in war using different characters as a 5th. And that's where I got a lot of my feedback on that Namor. He uses Namor a lot. I do not invest in Namor, and on my free-to-play, I'd rather have a She-Hulk than a Namor myself, personally. You get She-Hulk from Blitz for free out of the orbs, and you're going to get Namor out of the raid orbs. So you can pick either way. Namor's for offense, for Fantastic Four, and She-Hulk's to put them on defense, to give them, to pull tank, taunt. She pulls a taunt and defense up, and that way you're Johnny Storm, your Blazon, your fire guy, can just pump out damage and not be destroyed, because he's really, really squishy. But I just wanted to touch on those 2 topics, give a little more feedback on them. This is an update on my free-to-play, guys, and as you can see, it's going awesome. The 250, it's a lot harder now than it used to be back in the day. I want to show you some of the teams I've been put against in my arena shard. As you're seeing, a lot of Nebula Gamora combos. I can kill these combos pretty easily, but when you throw in a Kestrel and an AoE negative effect spread, she's applying defense down, she's spreading it, they're cleaning up. That's a hard team to beat. Okay, guys. Kestrel's giving me the opportunity to put defense down on them, though. And then my AoEs from my Daredevil, my nuke from my White Tiger, I'm demolishing somebody. You know what I'm saying? My AoE from my Wolverine. Once I have Moon Knight and I can hit everybody, it'll be huge. Because I'll apply defense down with my Kestrel. Moon Knight will hit everybody. Also applying, I think it's either blind, bleed, or defense down himself. And then I'll just nuke with White Tiger and Daredevil and Elektra. So Moon Knight's really our pivot point right now to getting in the top 250 and staying there. But I believe I showed this off. This is my defense currently that I'm running. And I got Kestrel in here. She's really, really weak. But that defense down from her is huge to me getting into the 250. So that's a 9k more power with my Elektra. But this Kestrel, her kit is just, it's pretty awesome, okay? And the defense downs all the time really helps. But these two doing that rebound chain type thing, they're essentially hitting 4 characters each time. So if she applies defense down on 3 of them, and these guys each hit all 3 of them, that's huge damage. He hits everybody, that's hitting those 3 again. Needless to say, we're putting out some damage, and she's just nuking whoever I want. It's working really, really well. That's all I got, really, guys. I am making, like I said before, the ISO 8 guide will be coming out shortly. I just want to get all the information that I can to make it the best I can. And ISO 8s are really, really simplified. As long as you're focused on the characters you need to focus on, you're not spreading them all over. They've really opened the floodgates on ISO 8s. But yeah, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're going pretty quick. Also, thumbs up if you find it helpful. Appreciated. Stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one, all right?